everybody to episode number 2 of the Sharpshooters video podcast. I'm Eric.
And I'm Marcus, the grand finale.
We hope you guys enjoyed episode 1, which I would like to call the pilot episode because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. And guess what, Marcus? We still don't know what we're doing.
There's a lot of kinks that need to be worked out on this show. And, different, what are we trying to say? What am I trying to say? We're going to add enhancements, upgrades.
What we're trying to do pretty much
apologizing
is
for the second episode.
We're trying to expand the Sharpshooters brand to a little bit more. Because on our audio show, we talk about the entire week of wrestling. We talk about the news and things like that. And of course, we have our random discussion. So feel free to check out the audio show at thesharpshooters.com. But on this show, Marcus and I figured that we would like to pick out individual topics, discuss those, and do things of that nature. So this week, we have a very interesting topic that we're going to talk about, and that topic is bringing in older wrestlers from different eras hurting the brand in the future or hurting future stars, laying them down.
Modern days, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like that.
It's hurting the other talent.
So we're pretty much like with the return of The Rock, the return of Brock Lesnar. Has that been a hindrance?
TNA.
For professional wrestling. The 15th return of Ric Flair. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Marcus, I'll let you start things off. Like, what is your opinion regarding older wrestlers coming back into the fold of professional wrestling?
Well, I think it hurts it. It makes the other talent on look weak. Because pretty much right now in the situation that they have John Cena and Brock Lesnar fighting. And then they have CM Punk and Chris Jericho wrestling for the belt. And they seem to make it, when somebody returns a Brock Lesnar stature, they seem to focus more on their return and them fight John Cena than they are like on the title. And so like when you have, in TNA example, Sting versus Robert Roode, I don't see how that's helping Robert Roode of being the old man Sting. Or Hogan getting upset with Roode, or whatever situation TNA has done over the years involving a Bischoff or a Flair and what are you guys doing?
Well, because he's feeling like
I ain't doing a damn thing, man.
He's touching the tripod. He's feeling with it.
I was just holding it. I'm not doing it. It's all good, man. It's all good. You just keep on talking your nonsense.
Keep going, Marcus. Sorry.
Well, pretty much, I believe it hurts. I believe that bringing in people, because normally when they come in, they say the same thing. It seems like lately is that your era is shitty now compared to what there I go. Your era is garbage compared to my era, in which my era was hard. They're supposed to bring in like notoriety and help build up new stars, but if you fuse somebody with the top star, it doesn't really help out. If you fuse The Rock with John Cena, who's that helping if he's only going to interact with John Cena? Nobody else exists.
Well, I take a different take than you do. I don't think it's 100% bad for professional wrestling that bring in older superstars. I think it's a catch-22. I think if you bring them in properly and you bring them in to enhance talent rather than be the talent, it works out a lot better. I think the situation with The Rock and Brock Lesnar and John Cena has been mishandled, in my opinion, for the simple reason that John Cena is your top star. He is your bread and butter. He's the guy who is bringing money to your company. Now, if you bring in all these people from the past Attitude Era, The Rock and Brock Lesnar, what they do is they come in, they beat John Cena,
well,
and then
proof of it. Well, The Rock did.
The Rock beat him, and then The Brock may beat him, and then that just diminishes who's your #1 champion. But I more want to focus on TNA. TNA has tried on numerous occasions to get what I would like to call the rub, and I can understand their situation is that because they're a new company and to get people to watch,
like 8 years.
To get people to watch, they need to bring in the older stars that people are familiar with. But the problem was that when TNA did that, they brought in these older stars, but at the same time, they didn't put the newer stars in a position to win over fans. They focused solely on older wrestlers. So my thing is, if you bring in the older talent, the talent who's already been established, and you make them a side note and not the main attraction, it can work. But as long as you continue to make them the main attraction, then there's no way that it's going to help your company in the long run because it just makes absolutely no sense.
Well, remember last week we did the draft of the under 30 for TNA, and I was looking at the roster this week, and there ain't that many people. There really isn't. There's Crimson, and then there's the Machine Guns. And the rest of them are about 30, other than Rosita, who's I think 21.
I will let you know, Marcus. I hate to do this to you again another week. Crimson is over the age of 30, Marcus.
What? It said 27 on Wikipedia.
I believe.
For some reason, Wikipedia is wrong.
I believe I read it was 31, but I could be wrong because I did leave him off my list. So I know I was never picking him. So.
I wasn't picking him.
So
pick a beans and red, brother. I wouldn't even pick a beans and red.
I mean, going back to last week, I really think the sweet age for professional wrestling is right between 29 and 35. I think that's when you find your stride.
Yeah, because I think that's when you're in your prime of your life. I believe the age of prime of your life is 27 and 26 or something like that. And then you're in the prime, and it's all downhill from there. So, but moving back on, moreover, you can also say that, you know, bringing in a Brock Lesnar and bringing in notoriety helps the other talent, like, oh, here they are. You watch these other people on the show.
Like, for me, I have no problem with them bringing back Brock Lesnar. The problem that I have is that they brought back Brock Lesnar, and they say his sole purpose is to legitimize wrestling. And I'm like, so now pretty much
that could be a variety of things. It's kind of broad.
No, to me,
you say like you seem like this is where the tough guys are.
No, you're saying, to me, it makes it feel like they're saying that wrestling wasn't legit. Like, we know this was fake, so we're going to bring it back for real. And then, I mean, we all know it's fake, but is Brock Lesnar really the answer? And are we going to really invest all this time to an individual who signed a 1-year deal with very limited appearances?
Well, the Rock can go over the belt.
Well, we don't know about that yet.
He can go over the belt. And you think it'll hurt for either one of them to become champions? Basically, this is a Rock or a Brock discussion. Do you think it hurts for a Rock to become a champion?
Like, I think it would hurt.
The champion, the title would be, he'd be a long-term champion. He'd defend it.
I think it would hurt. I think it would hurt. But I think, like, for me right now, I'm not 100% behind the whole John Cena, The Rock, and Brock Lesnar thing. But I'm glad it's not about the title. I'm glad it's like a side story to have more people talk about it. Compared to Chris Jericho and CM Punk, I feel that they're really having a feud. This is like Chris Jericho doesn't seem like he's just a guy coming back for a short period. He's coming back to repair his name.
Well, be the best in the world.
Be the best in the world.
I don't know why he's really back anymore.
Brian, what is time?
Now, he turned him to see him drunk.
You got plenty of time, man. Don't worry about it.
He ain't watching nothing.
He ain't doing
Got
nothing.
this, man.
Anyway, so Marcus, I mean, like with TNA, it's a totally different story.
Over stars.
Like, because when they brought in Sting and they put him in the main event. What you want to do is you want to put Sting and them on a card, but then you want to have your A-doubles and your AJ Styles.
They overuse Sting.
And your, but I mean, I'm just saying.
They overuse Sting. Sting's been around forever. He ain't giving the route no more.
See,
he go over the belt.
But you're not letting me make my point. What I'm saying, what you want to do is bring these guys in to have the people who know who Sting is, who know who Ric Flair is, and all that, and let them tune in to see them, but make them stay to watch the AJ Styles, the Bully Rays, the Robert Roode, the James Storm, people like that. And unfortunately in TNA, they don't do that. They continue to focus on older wrestlers and old washed-up WWE stars.
Or Garrett Bischoff.
Or Garrett Bischoff, who is the future.
No, he isn't.
Professional
Eric, when you go draft him?
No.
Okay. So,
he wasn't even on my list of possible draft picks.
You ain't gonna give a Hulkamania.
I'll take a Triple Beretta #1 all the time.
Oh yeah, but Eric, yeah, their problem is, but their TNA is actually focusing on different talent these days. I mean, Rude is right now the face of the company. Even though he cut his hair, he is the face of the company, Eric. And he's 35 or so, 37-ish, but he is the face of the company. And it's not Hogan or what it was. It's not Kurt Angle. It's not Jeff Hardy, and it ain't AJ, because AJ seems older. He's been around forever.
TNA makes absolutely no sense to me, Marcus.
It never does.
Let me explain to you. At their lockdown pay-per-view, it took place in Nashville, Tennessee, the home of the Tennessee Cowboy. For him to lose in his home state is ridiculous. It's just like you have this home story, this dude going back home, and he loses.
The story's over.
So, Marcus, to wrap things up, would you agree with me if you bring in older talent and not make them the focus but the enhancement of the product, it would benefit both sides for the long run?
Yeah, I don't see how it's helping anybody though, because once old time leave, aren't the same people gonna tune out? I don't see, like, The Rock came in and he brought in like one good week of good ratings, and after that, oh, The Rock is here.
And then you blame The Miz.
This is another argument of why they should give wrestlers time off. People like seeing a good comeback. When they leave for a while, oh, I haven't seen this guy in the ring for a while. When they come back, oh, I tune in, he's back.
All right.
Something like that. Give you an option.
So for us to wrap this up, chime in the comments on the YouTube page or send us an email to sharpshooters@gmail.com. Remember to check out our audio show that comes out every Sunday or Monday-ish, depending on how lazy I am. We hope you guys like our little discussions. Just remember to ask the question. Do you guys want to see the older generation, or should we focus on the new generation? That's what's important. Well, I'm Eric.
And I'm Marcus, the grand finale.
Until next week, stay sharp.
Y'all forgot one important freaking fact. The Rock equals money. People want to see The Rock, and people want to see Brock Lesnar. And people want to see The Rock.
Why did you bring this up in the show? I could have yelled at you.
You guys are busy. People want to see The Rock, and people want to see Brock Lesnar more than they want to see CM Punk. I mean, it's like double the amount of people.
Yeah.
Like CM Punk is not worth more than The Rock and Brock Lesnar. That's just it. And there's no way.
See more value.
And there's no way you can make that. There's no way. CM Punk has hit this peak. There's no way he's gonna grow there.
Think about it though, Ryan. And I'm not against bringing in older talent. My thing is bringing them in, making them the focus. I think having The Rock at WrestleMania, yeah, but what they should have did at WrestleMania, that was the time for Sheamus and Daniel Bryan to shine. That was the time for Chris Jericho and CM Punk to shine. But the people who shine the most, guess who? Undertaker and Triple H.
In their 60s.
You know, do you guys forget that CM Punk is 31 and I'm still recording. That CM Punk is 31 and Chris Jericho at least like 36 now.
Yeah, but